The only reason I'm doing it. Make them over the piles.
Yeah.
What do you do with yours?
I pile it up and I put it in our garden boxes.
We do that too, though.
Yeah, I mean, we always.
We're starting.
Well, we can tell.
Another reason I'm doing it. I make them over the piles.
Yeah.
What do you do with yours?
I pile it up.
Oh,
Great.
yeah, I'm supposed to record that.
We just started. Okay, where am I here? We're good, I think, eh?
Steve Heroes.
Stevie, you can hear us? Okay, and it looks like we're live here. Okay,
Okay, so good evening, everybody. Welcome to the rec committee. Call to order, moved by Sylvie, second by Cassandra, that this meeting be opened up at 5:03 PM. All in favor? Carried. Adoption of agenda, moved by Cassandra, second by Sylvie, that the draft agenda dated the June 3rd, 2024 be adopted as prepared. All in favor? Carried. Any disclosure of pecuniary interests? Being none. Adoption of previous minutes.
from this.
Yeah, so moved by Sylvie, second by Cassandra, that the minutes of the Recreation and Fitness Committee of May 6th, 2024 be adopted as circulated. All in favor? Carried. So presentations, delegations, and staff reports. Items for committee discussions. Community gardens.
Thank you.
So yes, my wife and I have been working at the community garden. We added the soils in pretty poor conditions, so we've added soils, manure, and yeah, we've planted it all. We've left one garden bed for the school to go and plant. And yeah, so basically it's, and then we're hoping to have like a little stand at the road eventually. And then when stuff is ready to be harvested,
Oh,
we'll
nice.
harvest it and put it out on the stand, just so.
Okay.
It's, you know, it's getting harvested when it should be, not
For sure.
before.
Mhm.
So we're just working on the stand idea.
Okay, and so that's something we need to like put a post out about, to be like, please
Yeah,
don't pick
please,
it,
yeah.
we'll pick it.
We'll pick it and put it out when it's ready, and I mean, we're succession planning, so hopefully we have like green onions and lettuces coming out. And then this can have a little continuous flow of it. On that kind of stuff, and then we planted peppers, what else we planted? Tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, big tomatoes, peas. And there's a bunch of other stuff I'm missing, but
Okay,
anyways.
Carrots, beets.
Carrots, beets,
do we need anything else in regards to like trellis or anything
I got
else?
I gotta build the trellis, I'm gonna build that, so that's taken care of.
Thank you.
And then, like I was saying earlier, the only other thing we really need is some wood chips so we can put down between
Okay,
the gardens. And then hopefully next year, we're gonna build some garden boxes again, because
right, yeah.
it's not really working the way it is. But we'll make it work this year, but garden boxes. And maybe down the road, I mean, we can do garden boxes and you can rent them out for like $10 a box or something. That's
Mhm.
kind
That
of,
would be a cool idea.
yeah, I mean, especially with the seniors housing being right there.
Yes.
Give them something to do, or anybody in the community. I mean, we'll make, I think the gardens right now are like 16 feet long, 18 feet long, so we can make 10 boxes. So we can make 10, yeah, two boxes per row, so we could get about 10 boxes in there.
and charge them the $10 and then
They
they
take care of
take
it.
care of it, they get to harvest.
Yes.
Everything that's in
Yeah.
there, no one else goes into their garden,
Yeah,
okay.
yes. I mean, we're having a real problem with cats there too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's bad. So I'm thinking if we get garden boxes and then stuff's planted as seed and stuff like that, we could probably put like chicken wire over top.
Right.
So to keep the cats out. 'Cause and then cats typically don't, once they're stuffed in there, they typically don't go in.
Yeah,
But right now we've planted and our seeds are all ripped up and,
could be squirrels too.
you know, it's cats.
Okay,
So anyways, that's kind of where I see it going, but you know,
Nice.
it's a community garden, so whatever people want.
Steve, any thoughts?
No, that's awesome. That's, you know, that's more work than what's been done over there in the past years for sure. So, thanks to Dan and Mel for that. That's awesome. Hopefully people use it and get some good use out of it, and hopefully it works for this year and revamp it again in the future, right? If we need stuff like chicken wire or whatever to try and makeshift stuff to keep cats out, then I probably got a lot of stuff kicking around.
It's true.
Yeah, I know the mayor had brought up, about the Rutherglen Gardens. And I kind of said I didn't have time, but someone else said that, they'll go down and take a look. They're gonna put some tomato plants in them, cause they're just little square boxes, but all the wood has been removed, so it just,
Oh,
you can't, there's nothing there this year for sure. But I
Okay.
mean, we should try and find maybe someone if they're interested on that end next year, and we'll build some boxes. for
I
there.
think the gentleman that built all the benches at the park, I forget his name currently. I
Okay.
think would be interested. He's always looking for other projects like that, especially if it's revenue neutral, where maybe we pay for the supplies for him and just use his time and energy.
Right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's kind of the. Public Works has been good. They filled the water tote and they've cut the grass there. So I mean. Just yeah, hopefully things start growing. Even like I said, we had a tough time with the soil there at the beginning, so we've. Mixed in some sheep manure and a little bit of peat just hopefully it'll retain some water.
If we're looking at getting these boxes built for next year over the winter, I'm sure we could reach out and get the boxes sponsored as well, right? Like it's a pretty small community. I'm sure Reptile Camp would sponsor a box and, you know, we can kind of move on from there. He said he
Right.
need around 10 or 12 for here and whatever for Rutherglen. If we're working on that all winter, I don't see a huge cost to the township or taxpayers if we can get a lot of that covered.
Yeah, no, like I said, I have a sawmill, so I can do rough cut lumber for them. You know, however we spin it anyways, just it's a thought. I think it's gonna be better, especially if the seniors want to use them. It's better when they're a little about 18 inches high and then, cause we can use all that soil as a sub base and then, we can make our own soil for the top 6 inches and it's, you know, there's hardly any weeding when you make your own soil at the top.
I'm wondering if we get good use out of it where maybe we try and do something closer for seniors housing.
That's what I was
Specifically
thinking
for
too.
them and keep this for other
Use
people,
housing, so
prevent
they
them
have-
from walking down and stuff. Maybe once all the construction's done there, maybe we have room that we can build something right there for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess we'd have to talk to whoever is in charge over there, but. We'll see how these ones go anyways. I mean, they might like the little walk too.
Mhm.
yeah, it's not that far away.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So Canada Day,
Yes, so we need to get a timeline together for Canada Day, who's available to do what at what times.
I'm pretty swamped that weekend, so I'm not sure. I mentioned that to you. like,
Yeah, you had said that.
It's crazy.
Lee says she's available all day. I'm there. You said you prefer, what's your like cutoff time for
Oh,
availability?
it doesn't matter, especially if there's not a lot of people
Okay,
helping.
for the parade, we'd settled on the bike decorating contest, and parade. for that, do we wanna have them gather here at the township office and kind of go along the path to the rink? Does
Yeah.
that sound?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so have them gather at 10:30, do the parade awards around 12, cause they can.
Well,
Or how
you
did
gotta
it work?
watch, so are we doing a parade from development through again? or
No, we were thinking just, and I'm like, this obviously we'll discuss this, but like to start it here. And just go along like the waterfront so that there aren't cars and stuff involved and
Right,
then
No,
I don't know
that-
if that works,
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense to you guys?
yeah. No, I just was gonna say, it's nice to have like everybody, like it all kind of be done and everybody around the hot dogs and the cake at noon.
So do we wanna have it
So-
start there and come back this way then?
Probably, and then, like I
Okay.
said, then people can take their food and go to the outdoor rink area. But last year, we just found that everybody kind of just disappeared when the mayor was trying to, give her speech, and so it'd be nice if we had people around like this area with the hot dogs and the cake when the mayor wants to give her speech.
Okay, and I did speak to the mayor about that, she will be doing her speech, we'll be doing O Canada
Yes,
and stuff like that, we've got a speaker and microphone,
yep,
good to go?
yep. So I think
Um,
just at noon, like we'll be cooking hot dogs and council will be cooking hot dogs and then handing them out. And then the mayor can give a speech kind of between hot dogs and cake, I think is the best time,
Yeah.
as we cut the cake, the mayor can give the speech, her speech.
Okay,
Yeah, and then hand out the cake out.
Right, then that.
That way
keeps
they're.
people around.
Exactly.
Get the
Free food.
first.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And then is there music still that afternoon or is that changed?
nope, there's music, so 1 to 3 was JR Albertine and Friends, and then 3 to 5, we've got 6 to Cycle Hum.
Yep.
When it comes to setting up the barbecue, what kind of timeline do we want for that, or?
I think we should get the barbecue out there, have it set up for like 11, so we can have it preheated.
Okay.
And, we can, 11:30, we can start cooking hot dogs, cause it'll always be, like, it was a huge lineup last year, it was a big rush. So if we could fill the grill and get a bunch of hot dogs cooked or wieners cooked, and then we can start, putting them in the buns and handing them out at like noon.
Okay. Okay, so with the sorry, back to the parade, so we wanna start it down there. Have it end,
Development?
start it at the rink?
What rink?
Is that long enough for the kids, do you
No.
think, or where do you think, which should we go?
The other park.
Yeah, maybe.
From the other park down?
But then they have to ride on the road.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
one
Isn't
of the
there sand?
concerns.
What's the age for the bike?
So it's from as young as they want up to.
So why,
Yeah, 'cause that
why
might
can't
be
we?
far.
Parents can ride with them.
Right, but we should be able to close the road for that.
Half an hour. It's all.
Not even, it wouldn't even take a half hour to
No.
ride there. So we should look into closing like from, what's the name of that road? Well, I guess it'd be from Sunnyside, close the roads from Sunnyside. To right here to the office.
Right.
So was this just for the bike parade?
Yeah, we're just trying to think of the best route for the bike parade.
I mean, historically, when they've done the parade, a lot of kids haven't showed up for it. They just show up at the park later, like from hot dogs on with their bikes. So like last year, I think it fell apart, and I think Dan was one of the ones that kind of saved it, where he was like, hey, let's just get all the kids to go into the covered rink and ride around in there, and we'll just do prizes for everybody. So if we're looking at like what kind of happened last year, if you do it from a different park, parents might not be over there, they might not be supervising their kids. Kids are coming later. We might, instead of doing it as like a bike parade, if you're just doing it as kids
Bike show.
decorating their bike, maybe almost like a show and shine type deal where
I guess.
The show and shine will have the cars and motorcycles here, and then the children in the rink.
That's not a bad idea, we could have them meet in the outdoor rink, and then they could ride over here. And then back around, and then.
keep it all at one park. That way, if parents are at the
Right.
park, they They don't need to leave to supervise and whatever.
But it'd be nice to kind of get some kids like to a little bit of a registration because we need to know, like for prize, like what we're looking for.
Yeah,
Could you do a little online registration?
Yeah, and I'm gonna reach out to the school, sending them a letter before the end of the year to get the kids excited about it.
Yeah, because last year, you know. Who's gonna crush your kids, saying, oh, like, your bike's better than everybody else's, so we ended up just shipping in and giving everybody. $10 or $20, whatever.
yeah, I think there was prizes for first, second, and third, and we just
Yeah,
opened it all up, divided it up by however many kids were there.
right, you just divided by how many bikes and then council threw in whatever was missing and everybody got something.
Okay,
What if we went like to like, I don't know, like Rollies or somebody, like even Dinner Bell and got them coupons for ice cream or something and. Everybody gets something like that and then do like maybe, I don't know, like a chip and a pogo for first, second and third or something.
Right, yeah, I mean,
Shouldn't.
Raleigh's always been super supportive, especially if we phone them ahead of time and say, hey, look, we're expecting 20 kids. You know, maybe we buy 15 gift certificates and he donates 5 or something, right? Like, he's always been pretty good that way. If that's what the route we want to go.
yeah, and I like the idea of reaching out to the local businesses, like if we purchase
Sure.
some, then they
Yeah.
donate some, everybody wins.
Yeah.
I mean, you could split that up in between the two, you know, Rollies and
The Dinner Bell, cause it.
In the dinner bell, yeah,
Yeah,
like.
because they all have
them.
ice cream, right?
Yeah,
So all three.
them as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
and the
stuff-
quickly,
Yeah, I mean, we could. Split it up that way, I mean, each offer something a little bit different, so you can. maybe
Yeah,
do
that's
something.
true.
it doesn't just have to be ice cream, it
No.
could be just a,
Whatever.
whatever works.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, put some feelers out and see what we get, that's all.
yeah.
Well,
Everyone-
I
everyone's
think Quickly
usually
has
so
slush,
generous.
so that's
Yeah, the
different.
slushies are,
So there's a, you know,
and their sandwiches are so
are they?
good, yeah, they're so good. Sorry.
Haven't been.
Yeah, no, I-
Okay, so then what timeline do we want to do for the bike parade then, or not, the bike
Show it.
The bike show.
show and shine?
Well, the only problem is council has to be over here for 12,
Mhm.
Like, we
so,
wanna start at 10, is that too early?
Yeah,
That's
I
okay
mean-
for me.
10:30.
10:30?
10:30, I mean, we should be able to go let them ride here and back, and then we should be able to hand that stuff out. We'll have like Mel will be here, so you can probably, you get the barbecue going and you, well, staff will be here too, get the barbecue going and we should be back by 11:30 for sure.
Back here, okay, so
Yeah.
have the kids assemble over there at 10:30?
Yeah, and then they can ride over here and then we can meet back over, or we can give awards right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we'll do the awards right here.
okay. So have them meet at the covered rink
Yeah.
at 10:30,
Yeah, and then they can ride over here, then council can. You know, present whatever kids show up.
and then start,
And then.
food will
Yeah.
start going out at 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30,
12.
12-ish. Yeah, we'll start getting things cooked at, we'll start cooking at 11:30
Okay,
and then 12, we should have hot dogs ready to go.
so do we wanna go meet over there, have them come here, mayor's speak
In between hot dogs and cake.
and cake? And then when are the actual awards, like what,
To the kids, we should
Yeah.
do it right here at 11
at
o'clock.
11:30 or
Well, 11.
11?
They're gonna
Oh,
ride from there.
Yeah, 11, okay.
Before everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, before. So
Before we get into
should be
anything
done with the
else.
kids by
Okay, perfect.
11 or 11:15.
okay, and then 11:30 we cook, 12 we serve, speech, cake.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then music.
Yeah.
So when the music's playing, is there anything else going on, or is it just pretty much,
So
and
for-
you can just,
Out the day, so 12 to 2, we've got the Tickle Teal that's doing the balloon
Oh,
animals.
yeah.
We also have someone doing face painting. They haven't confirmed the exact times, but I was thinking if she's doing 12 to 2, the face painting, maybe we do 1 to 3 and 4 to 5.
Right.
If she wants, she'll need to take a break
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
But split that up. So we've got, the balloons between 12 to 2 and then face painting, we'll figure out the timing, but that's another thing that's going on. The Lions is doing their duck race and that's kind of an all day thing as well. They'll be setting, and they're doing the caboose tours as well. So then they're gonna set up. Point in the right direction. So they're gonna do the caboose tours, they're gonna have a table set up selling all of the raffles, and they are selling the raffles right now
I know, I
at the
saw
Quickway and the case and everything like that, if you wanna, tell your friends and family.
Right.
Get those out there. They're doing the duck race, the caboose, the library is gonna do the story walk. That's kind of gonna be an all-day thing as well. And then we had asked the reptile camp to do, because it's just popular, the axe throwing and the reptile experience.
So what are we needing from the members? Like,
So, and then, sorry, I'll just finish this last. So there was, my cousin in the past had done the parade with the antique cars and stuff like that, but if
Right.
we're not doing the parade, we thought of show and shine just in the parking lot here.
Yeah.
And then everyone gets to see the cars, they're fun,
right,
Mhm.
no, they're always a big thing, yeah.
yeah, and then, the farmer's market as well had reached out that they wanna be part of the day. So yeah, just set them up,
Set them up right over here.
yeah, exactly,
I mean, yeah, it's great for them.
yeah.
There's always a
it-
big draw of people, so,
Mhm.
We went to the one on the weekend here at Community Day and it was really well done and the whole day actually was
yeah.
really great, so.
Yeah, we stopped over at the barbecue and,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I think, because I mean, the farmer market, it's been, every time I've gone, it's been pretty,
Yeah.
pretty busy and
Well, and now stuff will start to
starting to grow,
produce.
yes.
So-
Yeah, exactly.
This is,
Yeah.
they'll really be coming into their own now because they'll have product.
Yeah, and Deborah's been putting in a ton of hard work to get that thing going, so I'd like to support them
Yes.
For sure.
any way we can.
Just, a suggestion, I would do your tickle teal balloon and face painting at the same time. Cause
All
you're
at the
gonna,
same time?
well, cause then you're gonna have two lineups instead of just one long one waiting for the balloon guy,
And split it up a bit.
split it
All at
up.
the same, okay.
Yeah. Cause, like
Mhm.
Kate just had her event and we had a balloon guy and a face painting and a juggler. And all three had lines, like, so some people were watching the juggler and then they would move over and
Yeah,
it kind of went really good. And there was somebody doing cotton candy. I don't know, he
What time is
disappeared.
the mayor's speech, sorry? I just think, do you think all the kids and the adults are gonna be at this tickle teal waiting in line and not? at her
well, that
speech?
starts, what time does that start?
She starts at 12,
Oh, at 12.
Yeah. The mayor, or who are you talking?
the tickle teal. Steve, you had got her from 12 to 2?
Yeah, and I think like people are just come and go, right? Like, it's not a typical event. We're not gonna have,
True.
100 kids in line. We're gonna have 50 kids all day. And
Yeah.
they're gonna be
Yeah.
running around the park all day long doing everything. So I
And-
think having the balloons and the face painting at different times always provides something for the kids at any given time. So if kids are just coming for a little bit and then they're leaving, then at least they get one of the two, but I don't think we'll ever have a huge backlog. I think when parents see a line of 10 kids, they're just gonna go and do something else and circle back when there's no line.
And then if it's a lot, I mean, I'm sure the parents, I mean, it's not a big park, so the parents
True.
can just come over if they want to hear what the mayor has to say.
And they may leave their kids in line and run over and get the hot dogs while they're in line
Right.
too.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what happened last year quite a bit, so it's, yeah.
And divide and conquer one parent. One
Right.
parent.
Yeah, no,
Bring all the
we got-
parents.
Quite a few parents, so we're gonna get 4 or 5 hot dogs, and then they run them to the kids, cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids don't want to sit in line.
Yeah.
Not for food, anyways, it's for other stuff, but yes.
Okay, for setup, what time did people show up last year?
Well, what's this, what's really, what do we really need to set up? Except for.
The
food.
barbecue?
Yeah, I mean, it's just out back, right?
Yeah.
So let's bring that around.
Okay,
I mean, I'll be here at 10 and I can be here at 10.
The propane tanks good and everything, everybody.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
hopefully, yes.
Somebody
will look at
Public Works, because I said to them, this is my first year, so if there's something that you normally do that I haven't asked you to do, please tell me.
Right. Yeah, just make sure the propane tank's full. I mean,
Yeah.
it always.
Well, here's your hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah, no.
it's not a hot dog,
Yeah,
it's
so I
beer.
did check it out the other day in the tractor shed to make sure that we've got our ducks in a row and we check the ducks are in there and all that sort of.
Council in the past has set up all the chairs at the arena. And then we got the distinct privilege of coming back and cleaning them up at 11 o'clock at night as well.
That's, no.
So the cleanup will be at 5 o'clock this year.
It looks like.
Yes.
A 12, 14 hour day.
So I don't know if we want the chairs out. Or if we just wanna put a stack of chairs out and as people need them, they can grab a chair off the stack. I mean, we always tell people to bring their own, but like in the past, we've set up like 100 or something chairs over there.
Yeah, no, I think put a stack out and let people take their own chairs and then they can be put away. Whatever. Yeah, and people can bring their own chairs, but I mean, we can put a stack out with people that don't, I mean.
We had people bringing their own chairs at the council meetings.
We'll discuss that one later.
And then, yeah, to organize I'm just thinking like, what do we need to do in the morning to make sure that this goes?
Well, now that we're not doing the parade, because that took up time, right?
Mhm.
And then, so I think it's gonna be pretty seamless.
Do you have, like, you know, when you're, like, the umbrellas for the heat?
Like tents?
Yeah, like, or an umbrella, like, that you just put, like, on a stand? Do we have some of those?
I don't think so.
Because most people migrate over to the.
No, I'm just thinking, cause that, the face painting,
Mhm.
like if she's in the direct sun, it's hot, and then her makeup,
Could have her
Is it-
set up in the rink though,
Might
if
have
it's
Yeah, but I think,
no.
not the face paint.
no, but I think that's a good idea.
Well, let's see if we can get extra tents.
Yeah, that or set up in the ring.
Because the music always gets set up
Yeah,
in the rink.
and it's always like 10 degrees cooler in the ring, so I think it's good idea. Either a tent or in the ring.
Is there like, they're gonna be or like under a tree, then maybe like where there's some shade?
Yeah.
Is the gazebo an option?
Over on the island,
Yeah, or we do the reptile or axe throwing.
I usually hide out over at the gazebo because people that don't want to see the reptiles just don't have to go to the island, but I'm fine
Okay.
anyway.
So we'll leave that like that.
yeah, just maybe someone's got one
I'm
of those
sure
10
I
by
can-
10 pop-up tent set real quick.
I can get one.
Yeah, so there's face painting and blue, so might need two, that's all.
Okay. I don't know, any other suggestions, because I wasn't involved last year and I just want to make sure this is our last meeting before the actual event, so.
Yeah, no, I think, well, last year there was a bounce castle.
We do have a bouncy castle type and slide thing in the tractor shed there.
Yeah, but they rented this one.
Okay, this one it's maybe not as fancy, but I did ask the Public Works to test it out to make sure that it's still a go. That as long as that is working, we'll set that up as well.
Well. So possibly need somebody there.
Yes. What are you thinking, Steve? Anything else?
No, I mean, there's a bunch of old signs that are kicking around that like we used to hang up to explain to people where stuff was. Or like a schedule of events sign, like just one big Bristol board maybe. On like a
Yes,
wall by
I-
the library or something.
I'm just waiting on confirmation, so I kind of did the same as last year, but we could, yeah, at like the entrance, just. Big
Yeah.
old board explaining where everything is.
Here's what to expect, yep. And
Okay.
then the fallout of permanently moving our fireworks to Labor Day weekend is, I guess we never approached the fire department with this. And they are apparently not able to do Labor Day weekend. So we need to reach out to other fire departments maybe to light off our fireworks, or we need to hire somebody that has their certifications and stuff to light off our fireworks on Labor
Yeah,
Day.
no, that was brought to my attention this afternoon, that might not be happening, so we will figure it out.
I might know somebody.
I said if the township reimbursed me, I'll go get my pyrotechnics course.
I don't know, do you want that power?
I don't know, whatever. I've lighted stuff on fire before.
Canada Day, anything else you can think of?
Nope, if you need help or need somebody to go and buy stuff ahead of time. I can do that, like I'm in back and forth all the time, right? So I can
Yeah.
hit up
Is
For-
anyone
dog funds, all
for the
that.
hot dogs and stuff like that going, is Costco our best bet for bulk items like that, or do we want to try and find somewhere local?
I mean, hot dogs are so cheap, I don't think it really matters.
They're not cheap now.
No,
It's the last time you bought a pack of hot dogs.
It's like over $7 for a pack
Yeah.
of
On
orange.
sale though at Walmart, the bigger ones.
I bought a ton for a big event last weekend or the weekend before. But like those big, whatever they are,
Thursday.
50 packs maybe?
sorry?
It's just alright, I said I bought a bunch for a big event that we ran. Oh, last week on the Friday. I bought like those big 50 packs or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many, cause we ran through a lot of hot dogs last year. I wonder if Andre knew how many she bought.
I looked at the receipts, I don't have the exact number of packages, but I have the amount from last year, I can double
Yeah,
check.
I mean, well, you can put an average to it. I mean, back,
Mhm.
you know, probably $5-6 a pack.
Yeah,
You can get packages of 50.
Yeah, we should buy so much that we don't run out.
yeah,
Like ideally, we have a few extra at the end. We don't wanna turn people away. Did we
Yeah.
get the snack bar covered in the end?
they have their meeting tonight,
Okay.
I believe, to discuss it, and then we should know more tomorrow. But hopefully the auxiliary can do that, that'd be great. Okay, and then, one thing we will need people here for is just coordinating off if we're gonna do the show and shine. Just to,
Just cones.
just
gotta put
cones to do that,
You know, just get Public Works to drop off some cones. They could actually do it the day ahead, basically,
okay.
or whatever. Just drop off a pile of cones.
For the balloons, how did that work last year?
I mean,
There was helium that they
yeah, they
do
were
balloons, where was
all
that
blown up.
before?
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
so I don't know if staff did it the day before or
You mean for decorations? No.
to give the kids.
yeah, and then the little.
They were handing them out as you walk, but all the strings got all intertwined and it was,
Okay,
Little
so
Canada flags everywhere on it.
Yeah.
right.
Like the glow stickers.
how, as parents, how do we feel about the temporary tattoos? I saw something with that the other day, but I don't know if that's an on
Yeah.
side thing, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. You can get the new tattoos, it's just peel and stick.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're getting a face painter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that.
we have that coming. I was just thinking of if we're not gonna do the balloons, like the,
No matter what you do, it's wrong.
So they're gonna get a temporary tattoo and then get face paint over it? Or is it
no,
paint
there are more,
first?
more like,
Okay.
and then freezies, we just handed out whenever last year.
I don't know about the freezies. But I thought didn't the auxiliary have the freezies?
Okay,
Did we have a freezies last year, Steve?
Yeah, we got a pile and just handed them out.
Yeah.
So
but
we
where
had
did we
staff
have
walk
them?
around with water, bottles of water and freezies and hand them out to everybody.
okay.
So yeah, get a couple cases of freezies.
Right,
Is that all covered?
I think so, yeah, when it comes to the hot dogs and stuff, we'll just get someone, we'll find the cheapest one, that's quantity,
Mhm.
that, I'll get that done. Do we need to do cups or we just
Well, the
need plates?
juice, like we should do a little better juice or mix it a
Okay.
little better.
Why not just do the water bottles?
For the kids, do we want to
If
do
they're
just
already-
water? or-
Well, if they're already getting freezies, they're already getting sugar and then
Okay.
cake and sugar.
So we will need cups and we'll need plates, napkins.
And a few cases of water. And well, I guess we probably need some coolers so you can actually put some water, some ice in the coolers, keep the water kind of cool.
We'll need ice. Yeah, okay, thank you.
We do need ice.
Or if you don't freeze the freezies, then it's juice.
Cause I can only bring in like our spare big water, horse water tote, we can put the water bottles in there and
Okay,
fill up the ice,
okay,
kind of what it's been used for,
okay.
maybe not water, but.
It's been sanitized, I'm sure.
Okay, I just,
Oh, yes, I
that was where my mind was.
My horses don't, I mean,
And you know what they say, if a horse drinks the water, it's safe to drink the
yeah,
water. so-
it'll all be Javix and.
Okay. Cool.
Horses are not like dogs, they don't, they know each other's.
We have an
Oh,
auto
good.
water, so
Okay,
it's for only for emergencies.
okay.
Well, we'll see, we'll see what CEO has to say, but yeah, that's an option anyways.
Okay,
That's a good option though.
It's a sealed bottle, it's not like it's,
no, I just wanna, make sure we're all good.
it's clean.
Germophobic.
No,
Okay.
I am cautious.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah.
No.
We have to worry
We'd
about
have to-
the rest of it.
Yes.
All right, and so that one, what about the rest of 2024 events?
Well, that is where now we have to figure out, the long weekend. What we're gonna do with that.
Have the fireworks been ordered?
No, because I need someone with the certification in order to order it.
So why is the fire department not doing it?
So they were apparently not told that we've permanently switched the weekend. And because it's a long weekend, everybody is off and not available, and our deputy chief is unavailable that weekend. So it just looks like they don't have the right personnel or all the personnel available. Might be worth reaching out like professionally as opposed to just a passing conversation that I had with them. But they were unaware that it was that weekend.
I will revisit my emails on that one. And then after that, if we come back to Halloween,
Right.
into the Christmas in Bonfield, into those ones I've actually done before, so I have a little bit more confidence in
Well, then
them.
there's still lots of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so I guess Halloween would be the next big,
Labor Day, right?
well, Labor Day.
Labor Day, that one's up, we have to figure that out, but after that, then yeah, it goes, we'll have Remembrance Day, then we'll have.
Yeah.
Remembrance Day, though, we largely just take care of,
Yes,
Here.
yeah, that just gets taken care of.
yeah,
So the next one that the committee would be involved in is Halloween.
Halloween, and then the Christmas in Bonfield after that.
Right. Is that, when do we do the ones the chili cook off? and all
That is at the
That's
Christmas in Bonfield it was the 27th November, end of November
So, yeah,
last year.
I mean, that just kind of runs itself, but it's
Yeah.
pretty
Right.
smooth going there.
Okay.
All right, is that everything?
Steve, any thoughts, wisdom?
No, so yeah, I didn't know that you needed somebody on the license to actually order that stuff, but I know in the past that's always been ordered well in advance because I think there's like shortages certain times of year for that stuff. So we need to get our fireworks ordered quickly.
Yeah.
I guess we reach out to our fire department. I don't know who has that particular course or license on our fire department.
Mhm.
I think it's always like one or two people are actually responsible for it, and then there's just a bunch of volunteers that are kind of hanging out. So if it's only one or two people that have that course and they're not available, maybe that's what's going on. I don't know whether the other guys have time to get the course and get certified, if we're looking at that option, or another volunteer fire department, or paying somebody that actually has that course, a stipend or whatever to come in and help us out for that day. And then just make it clear to the fire department that it's no longer Canada Day, that it's other days.
Okay.
All right, so adjournment. You good, Steve?
Good,
Okay,
thanks, guys.
moved by Cassandra and second by Sylvie. This meeting be adjourned at 5:40.
5:14.
All in favor?
Okay, thanks, Steve.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.